Greetings, y'all. It is Matt from the Green Arcade. Good morning. I'm back. And I'm back on Farming Simulator 25. Back in Alma, Missouri. I'm working on trying to get the fields fully fertilized and rolled. Trying to remember to roll them. And kind of tending to forget to do that. Even the new hay fields that I made, forgot to roll them. So you gotta roll them. Alright, so find the right thing here. There it is. Yep, forgot to roll them. Forgot to roll the oat field. Can't go back on that one. The hay fields, I don't think I can roll them now. I think it's too late. I'll double check though. Let me hop down there. Their vehicle. I think because they're grass now, you can't do it. I think it has to be done like immediately after seeding. So it always goes back to the front weight now. I don't know why. Alright, let's check that. And that thing keeps going back to that. Yeah. So you can't roll it after you seeded it, even if it's grass. So if you're gonna roll it, which you should do, it needs to be immediately after planting or seeding. And I just finished rolling this field because we just planted corn in it. So we got that one rolled. I'll have to redo those, I guess, next year. Or the next time. Good morning, Twitchy! What happened yesterday? What happened yesterday? I'm lost now. Yeah, I think we'll have to open my other Dr. Pepper over here. Enlighten me. What happened yesterday? I'm lost. Did they elect the new pope? I know that's kind of pending. So we got that field fully fertilized. Looks like he's done down there. That field fully fertilized. I've got another roller over in this field working on that one right now. As soon as he's done, we'll move him over there. I did come down here and put this phase of fert down. So when the next growth phase ends, so next month, when we get that next growth phase in, we'll probably run the sprayer over it. I gotta come down here and ted this grass too. Oh, well, no, wait. I've already tedded it. That's my tedder guy right there. I gotta come down and bale. Not really grass. It's hay. So, gotta do that. Hauling milk. Went offline and didn't come back. I didn't come back? I thought I came back. I did come back. Did you hit refresh on your screen? Maybe that was it. I don't know. I came back though. I was live again. It was only down. It went down a couple times. And but yeah, I came back. If I ever go down like that, just hit refresh. A lot of times, depending on how you're watching me, you have to refresh your screen. Used to be the same way with sourcing. You'd have to refresh your screen. Alright, there's my tedder guy. I think I might cut a few trees over here just to have another exit to this field in this corner. Gotta find a tractor to run the baler. Yeah, I need the hay bales. I think I'm running a little low on hay bales, especially back there at the main farm. I'll just park this guy here for now. Get the Mac down in there. I think I'm going to sell this plow. We're using the other ones now. 11 grand back on it. Bales in there. Got the silage bales over there. Alright, now I need to find a tractor that will run. I think I've got one over here. I can run that baler on. Yep, right there. This is what I was using to run that larger plow, which we sold. So, I can probably get the 12 meter plow version for this one and then use it later. But right now, I'll use the baler on it. Morning, Jeff. How's it going? Tell ya, I'm really liking what I'm seeing with that new Montana map. He released another video yesterday and some more pictures. And he is going to bring back his custom lighting for like dawn and dusk, or sunrise and sunset. It looks really good to me. Uh-oh, did I turn? This has to be on the tractor now. To do like the hazard lights. Yeah, like that. If not, if you do that, I don't know what that does. I don't think that does anything on this one. I think I'm thinking of the wrapper. That does something on the that's the automatic drop. Uh-oh. Hang on, I just got a weather alert, guys. I need to check my radar. I thought I heard some thunder just a minute ago. Okay, I think it's going away from me. I think. Maybe. We'll see. I'll keep an eye on it. I think it's supposed to be like that all day today. Well, it's not really going away from me. It's more like, I don't know. It might be coming towards me. It's not coming directly towards me. It might go kind of around me, maybe? What's the word? I have trouble with words these days. Yeah, around me, I guess. But not directly coming at me. Question. Did you have to do anything to get Object Hider to work? Because I can't get it up. I can't get it to. So I did have to change one thing for my controller. Since I use the controller, I changed that control to, gosh, I think I changed it to like left bumper and like X on my controller. Find an object. I'll have to test that out again. You're running through the hayfield, running through the hayfield, gonna hide something. Make it disappear like a magician on the road. And test out my controls on my controller. It almost looks like my guy has to go to the bathroom really bad as he's running down the hayfield. Hayfield. Let's see. I know this stuff you can just, nope, it's not that function. Is it that function? Not that function. Hang on, I gotta find something else. Gotta be something like a tree or something. Nope. What is the function? Hang on. Can't remember. I haven't used it in a minute, so let's go down to the hot application mod. Maybe it's broken. You know, I haven't seen an update for that. And we did have an update for the game, so maybe it's broken until they release an update for it. There's enhanced vehicle. Map objects hider. Okay, it's just X. Basically, it's just X. So, on the keyboard, it's H to hide, I guess. On my controller, I made it X. Let me find something. It has to be a... Oh my gosh. This is another thing that's going to be fixed with the Alma update. Your cows get out of their fences. Bessie, you're supposed to stay inside your thing over there. What are you doing out here? Did you just want to come see me? Oh, good girl. That's a good girl. All right, you don't eat the gravel. That's not good for you. Let's see. It's just X. There it is. Yeah. So it's working for me. H. Gotta sell those round bills. Can you sell them? I don't know. Oh, that's a pretty tree. I know you have to go into the thing. But yeah, Jeff, it's working for me. Maybe, check your controls or see if you need to update it. Maybe it updated or something. So yeah, you can sell these bales. How much do you get for them? 2,300. They gone. There's all the stuff around them too. Cool beans. Bessie, you good? You gonna lay out here now? Girl? Alright. I done completely lost track of what I was doing. Oh yeah, I was gonna go, bale some hay. And that reminds me, I need to bring up my dealio over here, because I had to use the band hammer yesterday. Use it over here once more. There we go. I don't know why we can't do that in the Streamlabs software anymore, the broadcast software. But you can't do that in the broadcast software anymore. So, let's swing the band hammer. It's off. I'm only, what? I'm only 18 minutes into the stream and I've already had to swing the band hammer already? Mm-hmm. How's it going, old man? Now I can't see stuff on my other screen. I'll go back up to the map here. One thing with this window is like every time it opens in the same spot and it's always in the way. I'm just gonna minimize it for now. Alright, no Phil this morning. I guess he's either still on his cruise or hopefully his computer's okay. He might have went on a vacation though. I want to say maybe he told me this and I just forgot, or something. Can I do that? Yeah. Getting stuff done. Yeah. I was actually really productive yesterday afternoon. I haven't moved my studio around yet. That's still on the to-do list, but I did get some other stuff done. Stuff I've been kind of putting off and putting off. Let's double check my bale size here. There are no commands there. No commands. Can't post links. It's just me and my band hammer. And I am not afraid to use it. Had to use that band hammer a couple times yesterday. How long have A been following? How long have I been following? I don't know. How long have you been following? I don't know. Van Hammer, yep, Van Hammer. Hammer of bands. One of these days, I'm going to get around to figuring out how to do all that stuff. How to put commands in and have a nightbot and all that stuff. There you go. December 21st, 2021. Does that sound about right? Didn't it tell you somewhere, like on the page, like if when you look at my page, like you've been following me since December 21st, 2021? Shouldn't it? Doesn't it say it somewhere? Like either on my main page or something like that. Ah, I've been on Kick a lot. Okay. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming it's probably another Twitch type thing. You can only see it if you click on the names in chat. Okay. Good to know. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I think I got all the corn planted now that I'm going to plant. This is what we're calling the corn belt here. Looks like there might be some corn up there too. I don't know what that is. Probably green beans. It looks like green beans. Yep, green beans. Looks like a little field of corn right there, maybe. That is not. Why did that not rake in? That's weird. I don't know why that didn't rake in. Maybe I was kind of at an angle or something? I don't know. But yeah, oh man, if you're still watching, DJ released some new information about his map. He is doing his custom lighting for sunrise and sunset. And it looks fantastic on the new Montana map. Still a work in progress, but it's looking great. I'm looking forward to going to that map soon. At the pace that he's been releasing his like little developer blogs and stuff like that for it, I would say we could see it maybe in the next month, maybe in May sometime, early June. I would say at the pace it's going, I'd say we'd probably see it sometime in May, maybe. Looking forward to it. And you get another pellet of silage additive too. I may do that while I'm down here. With the baler. Alright, so let me get these bales out. Okay. Put that up. Yep, it's gonna be a fun one. I've been looking at new equipment. Say new equipment. Most of it's new. Don't really want to do like, I mean, you know, like super small equipment, but the older generational equipment. Kind of want to start like that on this one, on the Montana map. Use some of the older stuff. Some of it we have here in Alma. We may load it on a flatbed and take it with us. Not that we'll leave Alma. I mean, Alma's a great map. Alma was probably my favorite map in 22. But when Montana does come out, we'll be probably 100% over there. Gotta give, Bobby, you gotta give 110% at all times. So it's based on real location. It's not verbatim to the real location, but it's based on Hobson and Moccasin, Montana. But the name of the map is Judith Plains, Montana. It's got a McDonald's. Got a Casey's. So we're good for our McGriddles and pizza, I guess. I'm just going to leave this down here for now. Those other fields are not going to be ready to mow for a little bit. Probably not till July. Park this here. Barely fits, doesn't it? Alright, let me go get the bale pickup. So yeah, the manure is broken right now, old man. It's we can't move the manure over to the Alma greenhouse. That's on the fix list. We are making tomatoes for the pizza place. Matter of fact, we'll go look at our all of our stuff here real quick. Let me run over here to this thing so I don't forget what I'm gonna do. So there is the bakery. I swear up and down that, you know, when we had the bakery back in 22, since we have the corn flour on this map, I really remember, and I'm pretty sure it was this map, we were able to make cornbread and sweet cornbread. It's not there now. Maybe that'll come with the update. I don't know. We'll see. I got the corn dryer. That's got a little bit of corn left in it. We got all of our dry corn being distributed right now. There's our dairy. We've got we're making cheese and butter there. We've got the grain mill there. So we've got the dry corn in there. We're making the corn flour and all that. There's our ketchup factory. We're making, well, we were making ketchup. We're missing tomatoes. I think I'm going to have to put in some more greenhouses. Let me check the greenhouses. So there's that one that we can't use until the manure thing's fixed. Oh wait, now it says it's got manure in it. How is that possible? Can manure distribute from the thing? That's 28,000 liters of manure. How is that possible? I don't know. The manure thing was broken. We've got the, yeah, this is running. The tomatoes are running. The tomatoes are the only thing I'm doing right now. That's all you really need for the pizza. Wonder where else the tomatoes could be going. It is making the tomatoes though. I think. Yeah, they're running. Running in both of them. There's our pizzeria. We've got ketchup, flour, and cheese going there. So we're making pizzas and selling pizzas. So keeping that business alive. Got the popcorn factory. We're making buttered popcorn and regular popcorn, I guess. Got those on direct selling. Anything that's in the final product list, I'm just putting it on selling. And then the spinner is distributing the wool that we do to the tailor shop. In the tailor shop, we are selling directly from there. I've got some pellets that I forgot it was on storing, so I've got to go get those pellets and sell them somewhere. But other than that, it's running. It's good to go. I'm gonna reset these. Alright, so that I know I'm actually gonna drop these off. I'm gonna put these in the barn over here. We've got silage bales down there at that farm right now. We're good to go there. We've got a few more silage bales right there. I wonder if I can go in this door and move them off straight off that way. Will they fit in this door? Ooh, I don't know if they're gonna fit this door or not. Well, they do phase through. Alright, it kinda works. They phase through the door there. Before I do that, I'm going to move the ones in the shed there over first. Go in and pick those up. You gotta be careful using the auto loader. Otherwise, you'll pick up other bales that you don't want, and you'll have like a mix of bales on your trailer. Very hard to separate them once they're together. If you guys didn't catch it yesterday, John is now playing Alma, Missouri. Kind of starting very, very small on his map, so make sure you guys check that out. Bessie is still outside the pen here. Alright, so I'm going to relock that. Alright, And I'm going to reset this. I've got it locked right now. There we go. Now I can pick up all these bales. Almost all of them, anyway. Put these in the shed over here. I really need to move that mixing wagon out of the way. Look out, Bessie. I gotta go, Julia. We got cows. I got a sheep down at the other farm named Herman that likes to get out of his pen too, so. Let's see if I can do this right. Gotta get out and look, because the collision camera thing is very real. I need to back up about 2 more. Maybe a little less than 2 more feet. I need to go forward about a foot. Trying not to block this door right here. Really don't want to block the door. Maybe I should put it on the other side of this beam. Seems like a good idea. So, probably just put the front in the middle right there. That should be good. Those right there. And don't reset your trailer while you're still in here, otherwise you'll pick them right back up. You don't want to do that. Wait till you get out to the field. Otherwise you'll pick some silage bales up. You don't want to do that. Wait till you get right where you want to be, and then hit your reset button. Okay, got them all out of this corner over here. Alright, so this will not be a full load. So we'll have to lock this load before we go anywhere near the farm. Where there are anywhere there's other bales laying around. Alright, so I'm in transport mode. I'm in pickup mode right now. I want to lock this where it won't pick up anymore. So there we go. Got it locked. If I'm really good, I can put these on top of there. I think I need to be a little closer there. Be a trick. This cotton picker is in the way over here. Didn't help that my camera keeps automatically zooming in. I hear you, Bessie. This is for your future your future food. Alright, so I'm gonna move those this way. We're gonna go up and down. Oh no, I'm not close enough. Perfect. So thank you. I'm just gonna back this over here and park it for right now. Find a tractor that is not in use. This one is an okay tractor. I might come back for that one. Find something small. This guy done? Yep, he's done with that one. Alright, so for right now, I'm going to grab this guy. Or do I need to fertilize that field? I need to fertilize that field over there. I'm going to go do that with this guy. I might still have to go back for that small one. Don't want the big guy. Got this little guy over here. I'm thinking about plowing this out and making it a grass field, but I haven't decided yet. we got these guys. I could use this guy. He's closer than the other guy. I'm looking for something to run the grass roller with. And it's very small. You don't need anything huge to run it. Really don't want anything big to run it. Alright, putting the final stage of fur in on that field now. Oh, I hit a road sign. Somebody call the county road department. I hit a road sign with my farm equipment. Alright, I'll just drop this right here. Wrapper. There's the grass roller. So yeah, a lot of these tractors you'll see on Judith plains. Plus some others. This will be one of the ones that we'll be shooting for. Probably won't start with this one, maybe, I don't know. But definitely we'll be shooting for this one. This one has 261 horsepower. So this one should run most of the larger equipment. Not super large, but you know, efficient equipment, I'll say. There's only one thing that I would change about the Montana map, and it's the bridge rails, like the barriers on it. And in the real life version of that area, they have the small steel barriers on the sides of the road when you're going over the creeks and stuff. He's using some type of concrete barrier that honestly it looks like it's maybe that they use over across the pond, but maybe that's all he had that he could use. Tire this guy out. Start on the head inroads, do 3 of them maybe. Yep. Alright. This guy's still rolling. Oh, I sold our sunflowers. We had just not even a full load here. We had like 60,000 liters of sunflowers. So I sold those. They were at a good price. We were like down to our last 3 grand in the bank, and I didn't want to take any loan out. So I sold the sunflowers. We weren't saving them for any type of production anyway. So yeah, got a good deal on those. 1,300. Sold those. kind of in a holding phase now until the roller gets done and this guy gets done. Could put this guy on the other side of the field up here. Once he gets done fertilizing here. I wish that it would quit defaulting back to hotspots. I don't know, since the update, it defaults when I go back into the map. If I'm on the soil composition map, I want it to go back to soil composition. For some reason, it keeps defaulting back to hotspots. I don't care about hotspots. I know what spots are hot. I want to go back to the map that I was on. So whether it's soil composition, whether it's growth, whether it's crop types, whether it's farmland, I don't want to go back to hotspots. Because then I've got to take the time to try to find everything in here. Stop defaulting back to hotspots, Giants. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Okay. I don't need to know the hotspots. I know what everything is. Just take it back to the map I was on. It doesn't remember where I was at for some reason. I don't know why. It did before, but they made a change, and now it goes back to the hotspot map. Somebody sitting in a cubicle somewhere that probably never plays the game decided, hey, let's make the map default back to hotspots tab. No. No. Don't do it. That's the problem. I mean, if you're gonna be making decisions on a game or working on a game, you need to play the game. Now, I'm not talking about Triple H. I'm talking about Farm Sim. Okay? People who work on games and fix games and test games should be playing that game. Otherwise, you don't know what you're doing. Let's see, I'm gonna go over here and roll. That guy's working on the north side up there. And this would be a good, like, starting roller. The first smallest roller in-game is bigger, and it only requires 120 horsepower. I didn't even look to see what this one required. Oh, this one says 122. So that one's 120 horsepower. This one's 120 horsepower. That should be lower, I think. That should be a much lower horsepower. Because this one is only 6.1 meters. That one's 12.3. See there? It went back to hotspots. Maybe it's only when I change vehicles or something. Or maybe it's on a timer. Go to it again here in a minute. Come on, tractor, you've got the power. It went back to soil composition in. It must be when I change tractors that it keeps hopping back over to hotspots. Good morning. Can't beat the price on this one though. 15.8 versus 46. And you needed a lot of ponies for that one. 279, 275. And then I got this one. This is the one from 22. A little bit smaller than the Brant one, but may just stick with the Waterstein. How's the farm this morning? Weather looks good. Yeah, weather great. Sun shining. There's a few clouds in the sky right now, but they're saying overcast later, which is really just partly cloudy later. Wow. Trying to get these fields rolled. This one is already fully fertilized now, so gotta go spray that field and that one. And I haven't haven't decided what to do up here yet. That's fully fertilized, so we probably should plant something there since it's fully fertilized. Probably gonna tie. It needs to be something that we can do late. So not a winter crop. We've got wheat right there. Probably not a winter crop. Probably something that we can not have to really worry about, because we want to do some work around that area. Started on Westbridge Hills. I looked at that map for 25. That is very different from what the Westbridge I remember. Especially like the sawmill area down there. Very different. I guess areas change over the years. That was 10 years ago that I farmed in Westbridge. I did see where, who was it? Was it Michigan Farms was working on a 4X map as well? I think it's a combination of their 4 standard maps. Looks pretty good. I missed a spot down here. Almost looks like I missed a spot down here. Let me go down here and look. No, that's my tire tracks off in the distance. I guess that's. I did miss a spot. Right there. Maybe it was just outside of my GPS zone. Yeah, they're all plenty different. Yeah. It's going to be interesting how they do that. Now, I'm trying to remember, we talked about this last week. Kaz had a map that he did that with his standard maps. And the way he did it, because the elevations were so different, what was the name of that map? Almost Rustic Taylor Farm or something like that. I posted that in Discord last week. The elevations were so different, he basically just built like a road coming down the side of one of them going to the next map. I think it was like the northwest map and the southwest map that tied together. Okay, so he's still rolling this one. I'm gonna go up here and help him. Try to get this done. Is this where I need to roll? Yep. I'm past the corner somewhere. Hard to tell with these different dirt textures out here. Right here's the corner. Thinking about just selling this one back. I think I'm gonna. Probably gonna drop this tractor off too. Use one of the other ones. Ew, you did a stone picking contract and it took you 4.5 hours to do it? Oh my goodness. I hope the reward was worth the benefit or something like that. Alright, so for the price, this roller's okay. If you want something small and, you know, doesn't require much horsepower, this one's pretty cheap. It's only 15 grand. Plus, it's very Americanish. So, nothing wrong with it. Other than it's on the small side. Alright, shut that off. And I'm gonna grab this tractor and go get that other one. Or actually, you know what? I've got that big Brant over there. I'll just use it. Save some money. Paid $43K on hard economy. That's not bad on hard economy. I don't know that I'll ever play hard economy. You know, we always do the normal economy. Easy is just way too much when it comes to stuff. But normal, I'm pretty comfortable with the normal. Transformers. Where's my line? See those lines? Is that my line? Do I need to get over? That thing this wide? I don't think it's that wide. No. I want to come back and hit that other. See, what can we put over there in that field? We could do more corn. That would be quick. We could do some beans. Do more sorghum. Corn, beans, or sorghum. That's the decision. Corn, beans, or sorghum. What we put in that other field. Fully fertilized. I think the only thing we'd really have to do with it is roll it, maybe. Remember on America's Funniest Home Videos when Bob would ask the audience to vote for their favorite video? They would boil it down to 3, and then you had these little controllers in your seat in the audience, and then you'd vote for which video you thought was the funniest. Which crop should we plant? Enter your votes now. Do 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 do. You might be a star tonight. So let them cameras roll. I miss the old America's Funniest Home Videos. That was our YouTube back in the day. We didn't have TikTok or Reels or anything. We had Bob Saget and America's Funniest Home Videos. The original America's Funniest Home Videos. Not the Tom Bacharach or whatever his name is. Bertram, whatever his name is. We had Bob Saget and AFV. Oh, the late 80s, early 90s. Ooh, McDonald's is sending me a message. What does that say? They want me to come eat breakfast. Not today. Already had breakfast. I never could find a line for this pass, so I'm just going to use the enhanced vehicle mod. I don't think it's that line. So I'm just going to utilize the enhanced vehicle mod's GPS. Only for PC. Favorite part about that was the fact that Bob did the voice for all the videos. That's true, yeah. He did all the voice narration for all the videos. Bob Saget was the man back in the day. Not only did he host America's Funniest Home Videos, he was also, you know, the dad on Full House. He was in a movie too. What was the movie back in the day that he was in? Wasn't he in a movie? Bob Saget? Or was he? Yeah, he was. I think he was. What was that movie? I'm talking about from that era. I know there was some that he was in later, and you know, he was a comedian. He was not your family-friendly comedian, or the family-friendly dad that we all grew up and, you know, knew. Didn't he do a movie back then? I'm gonna have to go look it up now. Alright, that guy should get that last pass over there. I can't remember it either. While I'm driving across the field, I'm going to go look it up. And I could not find the Cloth 700 series. Full House, America's Funniest Home Videos. Okay, I remember Father and Scout. He was in that one. He was in critical condition in 87. Oh, to grandmother's house we go. That's where I remember him from. Yeah, him and oh, what was her name? Lori. She played Aunt Becky on Full House. Him and her, they were like game show hosts in To Grandmother's House We Go. All right. Let's see. We've got the fields rolled. The ones that we can. Dude's down there grass rolling that one. Can't really spray that one. Let's go up and plant that field. Grab the planting tractor here. Let me go get some seed. Right quick. Lori McLaughlin, that's it, yeah. Is she still in prison or is she out now? I know she did some time for some kind of college fixing something or other. I don't know what exactly it was. Yep, Aunt Becky did time. Yeah, she did time for some. She did some kind of like college scheme thing or something. I don't think it was like laundering or anything, but it was something along that line, kind of ish, maybe. And one thing about this tractor, this is from Custom Modding. It is top heavy and it will roll. Doesn't matter if you got an implement on it or not. This thing, and the tractors are rocking, don't come a knocking, because this tractor rocks. She may be out by now. I don't know that she's still in prison. But she did spend, I think she did spend a little bit of time in prison. Good morning. Welcome in. What do we want to put up in that field? Corn, soybeans, or sorghum? Plus, we got the field north of that we can do something in. This is Alma, Missouri. She only served 2 months. So she got out. It was college admission scandal. Okay. This is Alma, Missouri, yep. Puma Plow just started this map yesterday. I watched a lot of that yesterday while I worked on stuff here. So what was this? Was this in corn over here? Whee! Yep, this is a field of corn. Then we got green beans surrounding it. I think to buy this one though, you have to buy... Well, you have to buy this farm. 400 grand. A lot of money. We don't have a lot of money right now. But it is in corn. I do like that. I have to look at getting this field. This is in cotton over here. We could buy that field and plow it. We're not doing green beans at the moment. But we could in the long run, I guess. Once we get there. Where is the field approach? You know what? I bet you have to go through that farm back there. Go through the... Not really a ditch, but off the side of the road there. So corn, sorghum, or soybeans? Got sorghum down there. Why don't we do sorghum in here, and then we'll do beans up here. Sounds like a plan. And then this one up here. It's fully fertilized except for the end down here, so I guess I could grab the fert rig and come up and hit that on the first one. Let him plant. Repair this tractor. Need to fuel this tractor. About 50% off or whatever. Yep, that one. Kind of dips down back here now, doesn't it? Right where I put the thing. Yeah, there's a dip there. You say we smooth that up a little. That's better. Drive back over it and see how it does now. Oh yeah, much better. Yep, I need fert too. Or I should just come here and grab this and then I could get it all at once. Yeah, we'll do the soybeans up there on the northern field up there. Yeah, he started with a very small tractor. I think he eventually got one of these. He got a 7810. That uneven too? That's uneven too. Look at that. This one not so much. That one not so much, but the fertilizing, the liquid fert is. Huh. Let's smooth it up. Don't want our vehicles bouncing through here all the time. I guess it's just kind of where the hill, because this may not be perfectly level, so I've kind of placed it back here, and this part back here was lower than the road. Probably what it was. Here, let's go throw some fert down. Hi, chickens. You gotta figure out what to do with your eggs. I don't think there's any productions here that need your eggs other than the bakery, and they only need that for the cake. But we gotta get into some type of sugar. That's what I was gonna look for. I think we're gonna do maybe sugar cane, because there's a special header out there for the forage harvester that will do sugar cane. Little modified forage harvester head. I think it only comes in a crone though. Yeah, I think it only comes in a crone. We've got the different brand forage harvesters here, but I think the header itself only comes in a crone. I don't think I've downloaded that. Nope, I have not downloaded that. Something to look at in the future. Because there's two ways to get sugar, right? There's sugar beets, which is your root crop, and then there's sugar cane. I think sugar cane has a higher yield, or a bigger payout. Probably why it has a bigger payout, because it has a higher yield. We did that last time here. We had that special header for the forage harvesters and did sugar cane. Back when you could make sweet cornbread. I know I'm not crazy. I remember being able to make cornbread. I'm pretty sure it was this map. down here, didn't we? Come on, tractor pull. You can see the ruts I'm leaving in this field. Uh-oh, sky's getting darker. I think there's rain coming. Wish we had a radar on here. Wouldn't it be cool? Be able to pull up the radar like on your phone or in one of the menus and be able to see like the rain coming across the map. They could give us velocity radar and we could say, okay, there's the tornado right there. I think we've got a tornado actually in the forecast. Yep. May, the third week of May, there should be a tornado. Coming up on May. Yep, it just switched to overcast. That's why it got a little darker. I thought it got dark. It went from like really sunny to just kind of over, you know, not really overcast. This is not overcast. This is partly cloudy. There's still some sun and blue sky peeking through. So this is partly cloudy. Or partly sunny, however you want to look at it. I think those are kind of both the same thing. Partly sunny, partly cloudy. If you really wanted to make it different, you could. I would say partly sunny, there'd be more clouds with just a little bit of sun peeking through. Partly cloudy, I would say there'd be more sun and blue sky peeking through. And then fewer clouds. Alright, so I'm just going to stop this here because I'm going to use it again. That guy's planting the sorghum across the way there. He's doing good, making good progress. Do need to roll that. So let me go grab this guy. I'm gonna take a not so legal shortcut. Good morning, welcome in. I need to make a right. Further down, just a little further down. Find a spot to get through. There's the creek. Never do this at home, kids. Never drive a tractor on the railroad tracks. We own this field, so it's okay. It's all good. We own this property. Here until we get ready to use it. Great tractor. Who was this from? Let me look it up. The 5088. This is from Farm Hub. You can find Farm Hub itch.io, and you can grab this, and then I think there's some other few little things in there too. This is a great mod. Farm Hub itch.io, and then JCL has some good red stuff that I'm probably gonna look at getting. Alright, this guy is seating. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to save the game here, because now that I'm thinking about that thing, I'm going to go in the mod hub. See if I can find it. So what you should do, if you've got a harvested field, fertilize before you... I like to plow my fields. We have rippers for that. Basically, when you plow a field, you don't have to spray it with herbicide or use like a weeder or rotary hoe on it. So if you plow the field, then you won't have weeds. So fertilize it, plow it, plant it, roll it, and fertilize it again. And you should be good to go after that. Now, there's other things, if you have, of course, stones on or lime on, or anything like that, it's a different process, but let's see, where are... Yeah, so there's a header right there that does the sugarcane stuff. I think it's a crone header, though. Yeah, so it's a crone header. We'd have to use a crone forage harvester. Unless we want to put a crone header on something else, but... Go ahead and download that. I don't think... You would think it would be in here. What's extended forage harvester pickup? I don't think that's... Oh, it picks up like the straw. So you could do straw back in 15, but they turned that off because it wasn't... Who uses a small trailer like that for a forage harvester? I think that's the same one we've got in the game. Somebody's working on another one. Another Kloss dealio. I think that's what I was after. That's a nice little one there. Little old school forage harvester. I don't know what brand that is. Oaken maybe. Very small. It's only 2 row. 2 row corn header there for that. Then of course you got your pickup stuff and all that. Oh, you got a trailed one that you can do like a grass mower and do like chaff and stuff. Okay. Does it have a corn one that you can pull behind it? I don't see one. That looks like that's just for like grass and crop. Okay. Nice little old school one there. So we'll go back into the game. Morning, Trent. Nope, no Phil. No old man. Phil is still either on his vacation that I don't remember him telling me about, or his computer might have blown up or died or something. And I think old man went back to work. I think, pretty sure. He did tell me that he would be busy this weekend, so. Gotta see which. I think there's only one Crone Forge Harvester in the game. So that would be the one that we would invest in the future. Probably utilize that for our sugar production. We'd have to build a sugar mill too, though. That's okay. We could do that. Take the sugar cane to the sugar mill, put that on distribution. It would distribute that to everywhere that needed sugar. So like the bakery, the dairy that makes chocolate, stuff like that, and then we can start doing all that stuff. LJR Modding is making a American edit of the cloth chopper. Cool. That might be the one that I saw. I was watching. Who was I watching? Somebody was like doing an overview of it. I can't remember who it was though. He's still running. Go take a look at that. Can't remember who was doing it, but somebody was doing it. Let me go see if that's it. I bet that's it. I bet that's the one that I saw somebody reviewing or previewing. I have JCL right there. But that's his itch.io. Nice little shed. Just go to his page. Oh yeah. He's making the 1440, 1460, and 1480. That's nice. That'll be a nice little addition. When is that coming? He's trying to update the sounds on it, looks like. Hopefully he'll put those on his itch.io. Gotta find the header I just downloaded. Is that it? I think that's it. Nope. Where's it at? Oh, I didn't activate it. You gotta activate your mods, man. In order to take a look at them, man. Now I gotta find it in here. Where? There it is. Usually does once they're done with testing. Yeah, he was looking for somebody to update the sounds for that 1400 combine. That'd be a good starting combine though. If you got a map, you want to use small equipment or something like that, or older equipment. Might look at that in the future. I wish somebody would do the deer stuff though. We haven't seen the return of the older, like what was it, the Turbo 2, Titan 2, whatever. I can't remember the name of it. I'm really bad with remembering stuff right now. He should still be going. There it is. So you can do poplars with that header, or you can do sugarcane. And that one right there. That is a pretty penny for that harvester. $6.59. Woo. Yeah, there's the so yeah, that one was just the standard in-game Jaguar. $6.59 for that. Does not show that header there, but it's designed for it. It's basically this header. I think it's the X-Collect 900. Yeah. X-Collect 900, but it's designed for, this one's designed specifically for the sugarcane. They're proud of that equipment. It's like the deer equipment, that you're paying for the paint job, and a lot of the other, you got your Fent one there, you've got your deer, your New Holland, the Kloss. I'm proud of the Kloss though. It's up there. It's in the 600 range. Even the deer is cheaper than the Kloss and the Krone. Huh. The only problem with this, and this is why I look forward to the one that we had in 22 from Skywalker. He had an American version of the deer forage harvester. I don't know if it's out yet though. And a downside is a lot of the modders, they are so upset with giants dragging their feet and their policies on stuff that they're not bringing stuff back for the in-game mod hub. They're doing their own thing using Patreon so they can make money off of them. And you have to pay for your membership to them, but it's I guess it's their decision to do that. You don't get a lot of people doing that though. You'd have way more notoriety if you tried to shoot for the mod hub. Even if it was like a PC only release, because there's still a lot of PC only mod hub releases. Alright, I may just go ahead and start manually rolling here. Ooh, this tractor dirty. Yeah, I've been looking for Tired Irons tractors. Isn't he the one that did all those like the 40 series, 30 series tractors? But I have not seen any evidence that they're back. He brought the balers, the round deer balers back, but not the tractors. Yeah, he did the Titan combines as well. He did the Titan version 2 combines for 22. He did the whole Titan series. He did the old school forage harvester. He did the 7700 deer combine. Did all of those for 22, but I don't see any sign that, unless he's working on them and they just haven't come out yet on his itch.io. Yeah, he did a 30 and 40 series John Deere tractor. He did the large frame series. '40 series from Jono was good. Jono. Yeah, that does look like a decent tractor. He had changed his name too. A little bit. should be ready to go when it's time to harvest. The only thing that's really got weeds in it is that cotton field up there, and then whatever that is. I think that's spinach over there. I did notice, Trent, that the greenhouse that we got, it has manure in it now. I don't know how to explain that one because physically there's not any manure in there other than what we put in there yesterday, which we took right back out because it wasn't working. But now it's got manure in it. So I don't know what's going on. I'm assuming it's probably just a delay and it's just glitched. Did we clone our manure that we put in there and then we took it back out and put it in the trailer? It's still in the trailer down there. Is it just reading what we put in there? I don't know. I really don't know. One of those moments where you just have to think. But I know that's one of the fixes coming up for the update that he sent in. Hopefully that'll be out this week. I'm gonna Google that. I could, you know. I really think that we had cornbread here. FS22 Alma cornbread. Yes, I was right. So in Farming Simulator 22, Alma, Missouri, map included a bakery that produced cornbread, sweet cornbread, and pumpkin pie. It doesn't do that anymore. I don't think it even does the pumpkin pie. You had to have corn flour and butter. Sweet cornbread required flour, butter, and sugar, which is why we wanted to do the sugar cane last time. But it doesn't do that now. You can do apple pie. I think isn't that kind of the whole reason though for having the other stuff? For having all the stuff in that greenhouse. So you got apples, you got lemon, you got oranges, you got pears, almost said peaches. You got pears, you got plums, and you got pumpkin. So back in Alma, Missouri on 22, you could do pumpkin pie and cornbread and sweet cornbread. I hope he adds that in there. I really enjoyed that part of it. Dude, that would be like one of the most perfect things is like, you could get ready for Thanksgiving, minus the turkey, of course. But you could get ready for Thanksgiving, and you know, you have the eggs, and you have pumpkin pie, and then you have cornbread and sweet cornbread, and then you have apple pie, and then in the summertime you'd have lemon pie. I don't know if there's a pear pie or not. I've never had a pear pie. What would the pears be? I don't know. The plums look like blueberries to me, so I'd say blueberry pie. Really would like to know if he plans on doing that. I haven't seen any posts from him about that. I think he's been busy working on the Iowa Plains map. far as I can see, the change log just says that it's fixing the collisions on the pig barn doors, the floating trees, the sheep barn, the cow barn, the manure trigger for the greenhouse, and you reduce the price of popcorn and butter. But yeah, I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew we had at least the cornbread and the sweet cornbread. I really hope he goes back and adds that stuff in. Is there an orange pie? Do they make orange pie? Guess we could do, if he couldn't do pies and those things, what do you make pears? What do you do with pears? I think you can have a plum pie. But, I don't know, is there a pear juice? Can you do like, I know you can do lemon juice and orange juice. He's probably, you know, more focused on working on the Iowa Plains map than maybe adding that stuff in. But it'd be nice to have that stuff to make too. Right now I've got the corn flour on distributing, and I don't know where it's going. I don't know where it's going. Got to remember to go back and add this stuff to the Google Drive too. One thing, I know, the propane tanker, gotta add that. And anything that's not in the mod hub, gotta add that. I think I've got everything except the propane tanker in there right now. Collision detected. Collision detected. Collision course. Merge. Merge. No. Go. Faster. Go. No. Stop. Oh yeah, he stopped. Woohoo! Don't hit me, bro. How much do we got left on this one? Quite a bit to roll. What I'm going to do, I'm going to hire this guy out. And I'm going to go grab the big roller and bring it over. Because we're going to have to roll that northern field too anyway. Might be a bad idea. I think there's a smoother spot over on this side to cut through there across the tracks, but this is a much bigger roller. Alma, Missouri. Mr. Gordy. Alma, Missouri by Chabalki. Spelled Silobuki, but it's pronounced Chabalki. I think I'm right. Here, I think I can cut through here, maybe. Whoa. Yay! I made it through. Did he finish? I think he's done. Okay, let me go move him over to the other field. Yes, I could. Is that... That's not fertilized. I'll hold off on that one. I'll hold off on that field. Next time, next year, maybe. Plus, I want to work on merging a lot of that together. So this should, I merged these together. Yep, that gives me one long field there. So we'll hire that out. Let me change that over to, I guess we'll do soybeans up here. Okay, he's rolling. I think that's the line I want to be on. Well, you guys may yet still hear some rumbles of thunder in the background. Is he missing some? That might have been where I went into the game menu or something. It's just the roller that missed. I wonder if I go into the game menu here. I went in and looked at these. Yep. Maybe it's when I went into productions. Stop going to hotspots. No, I don't know. It had to be something that lagged it right there. I don't know what I was doing just a second ago right up there, but... Oh, I remember what it was. Hang on, where's he at? Okay, he's right there. I went into the GPS menu. I bet that did it. No. Okay, he's not doing it now. Huh, so maybe it wasn't the GPS menu. Maybe it's when I hired that guy out. Why did it do it twice though? Who knew? Go get this down here that I missed and then come back and do some inroads for him. I'll let him finish that up. Hold off on this one. This guy's doing the beans. And that'll be it for this YouTube video. So YouTube, you guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Always remember, you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Green Arcade. We'll see y'all later.